welcome once again to Living in the 21st Century. Joining me today is Olga Lasovsky. And Olga, you know it's a pleasure to always have you on the show, so I'm giving you the honors to introduce your guest.
Thank you so much, Arrow. It's a true pleasure to being on your show again. And here we have wonderful colleagues and friends of mine. We have Harry Chu, the founder and producer of Boston International Music Competition, and Sofia Shkichenko, a vocalist, first prize winner of Boston International Music Competition, and participant at Ukraine's Got Talent, Spain's Got Talent, and I see that she's joining us from her dorm room in Berkeley.
That is right.
Everybody.
Wonderful. Well, let's start with our great friend there, Sophia. What really got you into the music and capture your attention of maintaining your growth in music?
So I've been into music since a very early age. I think I started singing when I was around 5 years old. That's when my mom made me take my first vocal lesson. And the teacher was quite impressed with me. So she encouraged my mom to continue exposing me to music and singing. So that's what she did. And eventually I realized that it's my passion. And it's something that I would like to do and pursue in life. And basically, that's how I got to this point in life where I am getting an education in a music college, Berklee College of Music. So music is just a big part of my life.
Wonderful. It seems that you were born into music. Or born for music. Your mom saw that first.
Yeah, that's true.
Harry, you're a well-established, accomplished up there. Tell us what's going on in your field.
Okay, yeah, I started this competition in year 2022 after the pandemic, and it's wonderful. We have gathered a collection of great musicians. So far, we have 21 renowned musicians and college music professors, and including the Olga, it's one of our judges. So this something I planned to do it about 7 years ago with my colleague, Professor Tom Stan from Berkeley College. And because we live in Boston for more than 30 years, but we found in Boston, we didn't find any good music competition. But in the world, there's so many competition in Europe, in Asia, and in some other part of America. But Boston, we don't have any competition. We can find out it's a good established competition. So we decided to do something, after the pandemic, it's a good time. So we just get started. And we have collected so many talents around the world. So far, we have over 700 participants in the last 2 years from 15 countries. So it's very talented. Some as teenagers, some is in college, some is after college musicians, including Sophia is a very talented musician. It's wonderful.
Beautiful. Olga, I'm often amazed at you for a lot of reasons. You are a qualified economist, right? And music, being an economist is a great professional, I'm telling you, is extremely great. But here you are, you're like a goddess of music. You make things happen. I've known you for years. You promote music at the highest level, from nation to nation. You have a family. You are so strategic. You do so much. I just want to ask a simple question. How on God's earth you get all this done?
My goodness, Arrow, that was quite an accolade. Thank you so much. So I'm just looking out of the window right now, and the season right now is leaf clean, and I hope the sound is not too bad for you with people cleaning outside. Yes, it's not easy, but whenever people ask me a question, why do you perform, or why do you do this, or why do you do that, I say that's basically because who I am. I cannot live this life without singing, without music. That's just my that's who I am on the inside. I'm a singer. I'm a producer. I guess I producer because I love it so much, and because I want other people to experience the joy. And that is why it is just such an honor to be partnering at Boston International Music Competition with Harry, because he's so passionate about not only the competition, but the main thing, the idea behind it is to give young singers an opportunity to test their talents, to come before a panel of distinguished judges, and to perform their best. And Sophia just proves to everybody around that this competition is a high-level competition, because here we have a world-class singer. Sophia is very young, but she already has accomplished so much, being on Ukraine's Got Talent, on Spain's Got Talent, coming from Ukraine to the United States on a pretty much full scholarship, I believe, to Berklee School of Music, which is so selective, one of the most selective conservatories in the world. So people like these, they inspire me to continue and to help. And
yeah, I only ask this because when I look at the dichotomy of your life, I mean, Ukraine was going off for a war, with a war for the past 2 years, and I know your mom and dad still lives there, and it's really bad over there, but you still have that strength, that mental fortitude to do what you do. That is unusual. I mean, people break under pressures like that, having a family to worry about, especially mom and dad, and you come here and do so much. You do so much in this country, for your city, globally speaking. It's just, you just amaze me all the time.
So, Errol, thank God my mom and my dad are now with me. But going
great.
back to the music, music has this power of, as I mentioned before, I believe music is a gift of God to us, to soothe our souls. And through that is why we're doing this. Music gives has this sense of uniting people from around the world, and that's why we're here, an international interviewees, right? From the United States, from Ukraine, from China, from all over the world. So
beautiful. I'm going to get back to you in a short while, Sophia, but I want to ask Harry this question. We live in a new world. I like to call it a new world because when I look at where we at this present time, in this younger generation, and they're gravitating towards music. I mean, the operas and the classicals, it had its time in history, but the present preservation of this art culture still lives on, and it resonates among young people, to me, like nothing like before, because I think I've said this before, that you go on American Got Idol or American Got Talent or whatever the case may be, and someone would just start to sing opera, and the whole atmosphere of the audience change. And it just doesn't change physically, but you can see an emotional sense of connection to something of the past. How would you encourage this as a promoter in this field? How would you encourage this younger generation to take this to a level where they can make a living for themselves and at the same very time promote this art culture?
Yeah, this is a great question. Music is so beautiful. People can enjoy in their life. But for a career, it's a tough career, tough business to pursue, because as we know, yeah, even though so many great musicians are very successful, are in reputation financially, but the majority of the musicians, they need more opportunity to to succeed, especially financially. So this is a tough question, but there's always this a way with the technology advancement at this time. People have a way to present themselves, like in social media, in venues, in community. If people love music really, they should pursue what they love. That's what I believe. I'm not a professional musician in the last 40 years. I was a physicist from Harvard, graduated from Harvard in physics. But, when I were kids, I played music. I love music. But in that time, when we were kids, it's we have to do something realistic. So
Absolutely.
and also I'm a very good student at that time. So I pursued physics. I'm very good at physics, but at this time, at my life at like a semi-retirement, I like to do something I love. I enjoy. So music is the top thing I want to pursue, and also help young people to pursue their dream. If they love, they should pursue it. This is based on my experience. I love music, but I have no chance to pursue it when I was young. So this is the main reason I devote my time to do this. But it's really helpful because young people not only to pursue music as a career, they can pursue as something they like, they love in their life. Even they can be a doctor, they can be a lawyer, whatever they do, but they can enjoy music themselves and also together with their family, community. So I have a mission, always, put in our marketing material. Is that let's change the world musically with the love. That's what we want to do. That's basically telling us why we're doing this. Let's change the world musically with the love, for peace without a war, and for better life. That's what basically support us to do it.
Beautiful. And Sophia, you've just tasted your rewarding benefits of singing. You have your mom to thank for getting into music at an early age. Now that you are in this area, what are your goals moving forward in the future, and how are you planning to accomplish those goals?
So now that I'm in Berklee College of Music, I'm exposed to various spheres and areas of music. For example, music business, music production. And since my whole life I've been a performer, at this time I'd like to explore these other areas of music. So my major is electronic production and sound design. So that's something that I'm going to be focusing on for the next 3 or so years. But at the same time, I would still love to grow as an artist and as a singer and explore different sides of my voice and explore different genres, which is something that I've been doing for a long time. But since I'm in a place where I'm surrounded by so many talented musicians that are my age, I would love to concentrate on collaborating with them and getting as much experience and knowledge from them, from working together, and just being in this place and taking in all that they're giving me is my goal for the next few years.
Wonderful. So Olga, set the platform. This young generation that you are promoting every day and giving them that step into the field of music. What's your process of encouraging them to go all the way?
So Boston International Music Competition is a wonderful step for children from ages 5 to young adults up to age 30 to explore their talents, to come in front of the panel of distinguished judges. We have judges from Berklee School of Music, from New England Conservatory, artists of internationally renowned artists. We have recently mezzo-soprano joining from Paris, France. She is a famous singer who has performed at the best European opera houses, including Opéra de Bastille, Opéra Garnier, and all of the European houses there. So the child or young adult, depending, and the competition is actually open to a lot of different genres and different instruments, including voice. So I'm one of the judges for the classical voice, but we do have distinguished judges for pop voice. We have BSO instrumentalists and artists, so Boston Symphony Orchestra, as judges for violinists, cellists, and many other instruments that Harry can later also comment on. So the process is quite easy to apply, and we have the website bimc.us. Where all the information is very easy to understand. And so children should go now with their parents and take a look at all of the repertoire suggestions and requirements for the competition, because the deadline is in March. So we do have some time. However, as you know, it takes a musician some time to prepare their piece for the audition, for the competition. So I do encourage you to not waste any time and go. If you are, by the way, in the area, in the Boston area, we invite you to come and witness the first prize winners of the competition at a free performance on November 23rd at the shops at Chestnut Hill. So it's a very informal. You just come in and with your family and have a wonderful weekend experience where you go holiday shopping, and then you will see our first prize winners, from vocalists to violinists to pianists to gunju players, and that's November 23rd from 3 to 4:30 p.m. at the shops at Chestnut Hill. And definitely see what are the kids doing? What are they singing? What are they playing? What should I prepare? And then the world is your oyster. Basically, treat this competition as an opportunity for you to get out there and see what the judges say. We have a wonderful group of judges who are going to be helping you all along the way with their comments, with the guidance. And we do have a lot of opportunities to pursue, so like performance opportunities. So I hope that Sophie is going to be singing on November 23rd. And we have other performance opportunities coming up with orchestra, where some of the artists will be featured. And Harry, if you have anything to add, please go on.
Yeah, this competition, it's quite easy to apply. The process is very simple. In 3-round competition, the first 2 rounds is video-based. The finalists will be in person competition in July. most of the students are already in summer break for after school. So for the final competition, we have most of the finalists to compete on site. But if you really could not come, they can submit a video. If they have some reason, there's many reasons if they couldn't come. And also after competition, we have the winner concerts and the award ceremony. And after that, we have master classes in different categories for voice, for piano, for strings, and for some other instruments like Guzheng Chinese instruments, master classes. That will be wonderful. The big benefit for this competition is many parents and teachers told me the students, they are motivated to practice themselves a lot than before. So that's the great benefits. I'm very glad for that. And also November 23rd is a free concert by our competition, Boston International Music Competition winners, and also a few professional musicians will perform just before the Thanksgiving holiday. So hope everyone is available can come to enjoy it.
Okay. So therefore, there's a 3-round series. The first 2 rounds are on via electronic means, and then the last round is in person.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Is the vocals any different on the electronic media opposed to in person? Let's say that someone is performing and their mics are not set well, or there's some deviation in how their voices appear, but in person is a different reality. How could you make a clear distinction of that?
Yes, the first round is all based on videos, so that's equal. But for the final, some people really could not come. They should prepare a very good quality video, including picture and sound, in order to compete. If the sound is no good, definitely that will degrade the quality, right? So but we do have some finalists who could not come, but their performance is super. They get 100% scores for the grading. So we do have that. So we just presented their video on our winners concert.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Olga, we are coming up on the last 5 minutes, and there's an extract I want to use from the footage you would have sent me that would probably take 2 minutes or so. So for the next 2.5 minutes, could you briefly summarize everything for the audience?
Certainly, Errol. So what are you going to get from Boston International Music Competition? First, of course, and foremost is the experience. Second is the opportunity to perform in front of the judges to get the feedback. Some of our judges actually speak with contestants right after their final audition, before the final performance, and say, you are wonderful, concentrate on this, focus on this, I would advise you to do this and that, which is absolutely priceless for a young musician. That's 2. 3, we do have prizes, monetary prizes for first place winners, and it depends on the level. So like there's different age levels from 5 to 9, then 10 to 14, 15 to 18. Then there is the college level, the professional college level, and amateur. So like those who are pursuing music major, and those who are of that age but are not pursuing music major. So those are judged differently. And then of course there is the young professionals, which is the highest level. Therefore, the monetary prizes will vary. Also, there's performance opportunities because Harry, as a producer, he produces many different performances throughout the year. I'm also a founder and president of Music Arts and Fashion Productions, which produces lots of wonderful events in the Boston area and beyond. We have conductors who are judges who then invite some of the competitors and winners to perform at their concert series with full orchestra. We are planning to have some agents. And then, of course, we do have people traveling now from Europe who will be able to assist those talented young artists to come and audition or perform in Europe. Harry is also helping with college applications because music and achievement really helps with your college applications. Even if you are only 5 years old or 10 years old, you can always put it on your resume. So as you can see, Boston International Music Competition is a wonderful resource for you as a musician, as a child, or as a young professional. So there's something for everyone there.
Beautiful. And on that note, Olga, Sophia, and Harry, I want to thank you all for joining me today on Living in the 21st Century. Do enjoy the balance of your day. Take good care.